Hello everybody, welcome to Exploring with Cindy and Dan. Today we are in the charming town of Ollantaytambo. It is one of the most important towns of the Sacred Valley of the Incas in Cusco. So join us in this adventure. Ollantaytambo is located approximately 44 miles north of Cusco City at the farthest end of the Sacred Valley, very close to Machu Picchu. We will show you the beautiful and majestic Machu Picchu on our next video, so please subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you'll know when we'll have our next video. We arrived in Cusco from Lima on May 22nd of 2024. The Cusco airport's altitude is around 11,000 feet and it is surrounded by mountains. If you want to go to Cusco, you will have to stop in Lima first and then take a domestic flight to Cusco. If you are planning to visit Cusco, make sure to acclimate to the high altitude. A good advice is to rest the first day that you arrive in Cusco and take it easy. Rest, eat something healthy and light, drink lots of water, and you want to drink some coca tea or muña tea and have a good night's sleep. Then you'll be ready to start your adventure the next morning. Here we are at our hotel Ava Spot in Sacred Valley, Cusco. This was a great hotel. One employee told us the story behind this hotel. 4 friends met in Cusco and spent over a decade working in hospitality and tourism. And then they decided to design and build affordable hotels that will offer the versatility of an Airbnb, a great atmosphere, and the comfort and security of a high-end hotel. So they decided to find the best spot for tourists, and they call it Ava Spot. It is a very charming hotel, and the food was great. The breakfast is an American breakfast combined with local Peruvian ingredients and fruits and vegetables. The fruit juice was amazing, and their bread was the classic Cusco bread, the pan chuta. Oropesa, located in Cusco, is the capital of bread of Peru. This bread is usually very big, and it is flavored with anise seeds, which give it a sweet licorice-like taste. You just have to try it. The restaurant was open late, and their food was also great. This hotel has everything you need and more. Just less than half a block of the hotel, you will find a little store. We bought some water, sodas, crackers, chocolate, and quinoa energy bars for the road. The price for a night for this hotel was around $74 per room for double occupancy. But prices, as always, may vary depending on the month that you are traveling. One thing I forgot to mention is that the pharmacist in Cusco sells portable oxygens if you need them. A small portable oxygen costs around $8 and a medium size around $13. And once again, these were the prices at the time we filmed this video. I'd like to give you a few tips about Cusco. As you know, Cusco is over 11,000 feet above sea level. So to avoid altitude sickness, take it easy on your first day, as I said before. Drink plenty of water, rest, and limit your physical activity. The best way to do so is to consider booking your accommodation in advance, so you can rest the first day of your trip. Even though Cusco is generally safe for tourists, just be cautious, and when using an ATM, stay alert and don't display money or valuables. Make sure you put them in a safe place. The best time to visit Cusco is in a dry season, from May to September. Regarding transportation, you will find taxis, Uber, buses, but the best way to see the city is by walking, especially if you are in Cusco City. Taxis are very cheap and convenient for getting around the city, and you have to agree on the fare price up front before getting into the taxi. Uber rides are typically more convenient than taxis. The currency in Peru is in nuevos soles, but there are so many establishments that will take dollars, especially on tourist destinations. At the time of this video, $1 equals 3.7 soles or nuevos soles. In Peru, they speak Spanish, but English is spoken in every tourist destination. And last but not least, when traveling to Cusco, make sure to layer your clothes. Bring a light jacket or a rain jacket because it rains a lot in Cusco. Ponchos are always available in Cusco and they are cheap to buy. And don't forget your sunblock. And for those who don't like mosquitoes, bring repellent, especially in Machu Picchu. But you cannot use them inside the city. Make sure to put your repellent before leaving your hotel room. Just few miles from our hotel, we found the Skylodge Adventure Suites in Ollantaytambo. They are transparent luxury capsules that hangs from the top of a mountain in the Sacred Valley. They offer extraordinary experiences for the adventurer. Each capsule suite hangs vertically at the top of a 1,200-foot mountain, and it provides a breathtaking 300-degree view of the stunning Sacred Valley. Inside, you will find 4 beds, a dining room, solar power lighting, and a bathroom facility. There are 2 ways to get to the Sky Lodge, by the way of Via Ferrata, crossing the hanging bridge, or the path toward the zip linings. Either way, they are both safe and fun, and no experience is necessary. But of course, you will have to be in a good physical shape, and the minimum age for the suite is 8 years old. It costs around $976 per night per room for a double occupancy, and it includes breakfast and dinner. Now we arrive at Ollantaytambo. It was a very important complex for the Inca Empire. Ollantaytambo was a strategic military, religious, and agricultural center with its stonework platforms, amazing buildings, and multiple terraces that surround the city. Its stone streets preserve the Inca architecture combined with temples and colonial squares. Ollantaytambo is also known as the living Inca City. Its inhabitants maintain some of the traditions inherited by the Inca ancestors. The main tourist attraction is the archaeological site, which is also called the fortress, located next to the town. Now let's get our tour guide show you Ollantaytambo.
Like a resting place. Campus.
How old do you think this is? This area, maybe 1,000 years?
No, 500 years.
500.
500 years, because the Incas arrived to this valley 1200 AD. But when they arrived, they found here people living. For example, this is the clear evidence that in this hill we can appreciate the architecture. It's a pre-Inca, from the pre-Inca period. But the Incas never destroyed, but they only reconstructed or they preserve. They construct their terraces and temple of the sun. But now let me show you a special place over there. So will we understand a little bit?
That looks like petrified rock.
Yeah.
This rock right here, or this mountain. You know,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean by petrified rock?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what that looks like in there.
Yeah. It's because it was not good for yield. So they don't obtain the stones like that from here in this area, because the rock or the material is absolutely different than this one. Look this. If you compare this stone and this, which is better with carved? Of course, this, right? It's different, but it's break easily. It was not good. It's because they took all this stone from another area. Now we are in a special area, an astronomical area. Why it's special? Because the Incas choose this kind of stone protuberance or something like that as some sundials to see the time. They use as a time indicators. They sowed in this area, especially in winter solstice or summer solstice, the projection of the sun is coming from that, and then down here with the shadow, the sun produce shadow, right? So it's the best way to know what time is it, and what period they are. It's a harvest area, or time to crop some product. So why this area called as an Ollantaytambo? To explain this, I would like to describe a little story about this area. Not history, lovely story. At the end of 18th century, the Catholic priest wrote a drama, the love drama. The love drama said that the Inca general It was he had a secret love with the Inca daughter, a beautiful daughter. But the Inca was a classic society. So when they when they told the Inca about the secret love, the Inca throw him from the Inca army, and he said, "Why the common man want to get married with my daughter, with a princess?" He said. Of course, the Inca general said, "Okay, sir, I help you to expand your territories. Why you don't permit me get married with your princess?" No, of course not. And they have to argue, and it's because the Inca general Ollantay, it's the name. He said, "Okay, I will build it here in this valley, my own palace or my own army to resist you for more than." According to this drama, he said, the Inca general resist the Inca army by 10 years. Once the Inca died as a way, the next Inca excused both. I mean the princess and Inca general. It's because they got married, of course, but it's because probably this area is called as Ollantaytambo, or resting house of Ollantay. But before Incas, this area lived other culture like a temples and other scholars said many other people who migrate from Titicaca Lake to here. So once, of course, the Incas expanded and they controlled all this area. Yeah, it's because this area is called as a Ollantaytambo. Of course, over there will be see more building. Why was the purpose? Why Incas built those buildings? Probably scholars found characteristic there, and they said no. They work as a storage, or those storage are fresh, to maintain food for a long time without any trouble, any insect, to produce a big horns.
So you're thinking of storage houses or buildings?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Storage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group of storage to keep food. So they was all the time they have natural disasters. So it was the best way to keep food for bad time. They don't use any kind of mortars to join stone. They interlock stone. Yeah. What kind of material they use? Hammers, scissors, and of course the stony iron. Because the Incas, they were not agree with this society because they abuse water, they control everything. They don't are friendly, it's because the Incas they resist here. It was started since that era. They destroyed and we've opened all these archaeological places. All right.
Ollantaytambo is a place that is surrounded by magic and ingenuity of its inhabitants. The fortress was built with huge rocks brought from a quarry almost 4 miles away from the site, near the Urubamba River. And according to our guide, in order to transport these rocks, the Incas had to divert entire water channels. If you want to see an impressive architecture like the Temple of the Sun, with its impressive 6 pieces of huge rock or see beautiful fountains with outlets of water sculpted inside, or see amazing rock platforms, Ollantaytambo will surprise you. The entrance to Ollantaytambo Park was $11 for Peruvians and $18 for foreigners. And this ticket includes the archaeological sites of Pisac, Chinchero, and Moroi. If you want to do a tour with hotel transfers and a complete tourist transportation and a professional guide with a buffet lunch, the cost of this tour varies from $50 to $80, depending on the travel agency. If you don't know the area and you would like to avoid any inconvenience in Cusco, I strongly suggest to do a full tour with transportation and a professional tour guide, just like we did while in Cusco. But it is always up to you how you want to explore the city. We did our trip to Cusco with a travel agency that included a round trip from Lima, hotels, and private tours. We arrived in Cusco at 8 a.m. and our tour guide was already waiting for us outside the terminal area, holding a sign with our name on it. She was really nice and she was a great tour guide. She was telling me that this area will be changing rapidly due to the new construction of the mega project that is taking place in the city of Chincheros, the city that we visited prior Ollantaytambo. The new Chincheros International Airport is already built at 30% and the town is being transformed. This new airport will be the first airport in Peru to be built with an eco-friendly infrastructure and will be 8 times larger than the existing airport, with a passenger capacity of 5 million a year. This airport will replace the current Alejandro Velasco Astete International Airport in Cusco, and it's supposed to be built by 2026, but its construction has stopped. Since Dan stayed behind and didn't climb the platforms, she was doing the tour for us in Spanish. Here she was telling us that this area is a very important area for the construction of the walls and the city. Here we see a ramp, and this was one of the ramps used to transport the huge rocks from the quarry almost 4 miles away to the top of this mountain. She was telling us that this is probably built so the rock can expand or swell, and it will prevent it from breaking apart. This is our final view of Lower Ollantaytambo from the top of the mountain. If you want or if you plan to do this tour, our tour guide said that the mornings are better, less people, less crowded, and not as hot or windy. But our tour today started in Chincheros and then Ollantaytambo. These are beautiful fountains made hundreds of years ago. Our tour guide was telling us that when it rains in Cusco, the water chambers and the water canals get filled with a lot of water, and it's an amazing view of engineering.
That's a lot.
Too many people. Oh, careful with that one.
Take bath. They said, the princes take bath here. They take bath here, but the ceremonial, no, to clean everything.
Was it open?
Yeah, it was open. Solo para los baños de ceremonia. Government. And later, the local government cleaned and they removed the land because it was covered. Probably you saw in the next point close to terraces. Clear evidence under the grass. There is no
This is the end of our video of Ollantaytambo. Thank you for watching it, and please consider subscribing to our channel with the notification bell on. It is free to do so and we'll really appreciate it. And stay tuned for our next video of Machu Picchu. Thank you.